All right, this just in. Michigan football players feel, quote, betrayed by the events of this past week. Hey, you think? Yeah, I'd say they do. They've got plenty to feel betrayed about right about now, starting with the whole lie that is the superiority of Michigan man. I'd feel betrayed by that first and foremost. This whole notion of Michigan man being holier than thou, Michigan man being above and better than the rest. Michigan player has so much to feel betrayed about right about now. I'm not even positive what they're feeling most betrayed about. I'm just not at all surprised to hear their interim head coach, Biff Poggi, suggest that the players are frustrated by the never-ending circus that the football program has become. Am I right, Biff?
It has been a tumultuous time, and a lot of, anger, and then at first disbelief, then anger, then really what we're in right now is the phase of the kids, quite frankly, feel very betrayed, and we're trying to work through that.
Once again, I'm sure they do feel betrayed. And I bet that it has been a tumultuous week on campus. And I bet everybody in that football program is pretty confused and pretty frustrated right about now. However, disbelief? Is that what you just said? There is disbelief? Like you're surprised? Again, I thought this was an open secret. I thought everybody on Wolverine Reddit knew about this for months. Maybe it's just disbelief as to how horribly this open secret was handled. Maybe that's the betrayal. Maybe they feel betrayed that after Sherrone was fired, he allegedly went to his assistant's house, grabbed some butter knives and some kitchen scissors, and threatened to off himself, and said that his blood would be all over her butter knives, her hands. Michigan players like, if this program is so great and so superior, and we're so much better than everybody else, and frankly, we look down on everybody else, then how is any, let alone all of this happening? And if everybody knew this not-so-secret affair was happening, why did nobody do anything about it until now? And why was it ultimately handled in a way that almost ensured maximum embarrassment and humiliation for the entire program? Hell, the entire school. You see, that's the thing about Michigan player right now. Moore was not the only one who betrayed them. So did the administration that enabled and embraced and frankly encouraged this jacked up culture of scandal. This is no one-off. Not only scandal, like scandalous, gossip, like criminal behavior. And not a small amount of it either. I'm talking about federal indictments, arrests, that kind of scandal, that level of scandal. So Moore was living a lie for years, apparently. And let me just stop right there, full stop. I'm not here to judge, and he's far from the only one. Except y'all there are the ones acting like you're above it all, that you don't do that other people do that we're better than you. We're looking down on you because we are Michigan men, and we're not about that. We're just better. When in reality, you're not. So he's living this lie for years, apparently. But so was Michigan as a whole in telling everybody that they weren't like the rest, that they were allegedly better and allegedly above everybody. It's just that everyone allegedly has it out for them because of how allegedly amazing and perfect and pure they all are. Everybody's coming for us because we're just better and they're jealous. Sure, you're not. In fact, you're exactly like the rest. The superiority was a lie. So, of course, these players feel betrayed. It's because they have been betrayed. They keep hearing, we're better, we're better, we're better. We're Michigan men, we're Michigan men. We do it the right way. We do it the right way and we win. We don't take shortcuts. We don't cheat. We don't commit crimes. We don't have the feds crawling all over us. Oh, wait, yes, you do. All those things. And by the way, if the players felt betrayed, imagine how Sherrone's wife feels right about now. So, all of that said, who is going to come and clean this mess up now? Who's going to help Michigan player buy back into Michigan program? Well, according to my guy, Kalen DeBoer, it's not going to be Kalen DeBoer. Even though nobody is willing to accept that answer. No matter how many times he says no, people just keep asking. For instance, Sunday, Kalen released a statement reaffirming his commitment to Alabama. That statement in part read, and I quote, "I have not spoken and have no interest in speaking with anyone else about any other job. I am fully committed to this program and look forward to continuing as the head football coach at the University of Alabama." End of quote. Pretty cut and dried, right? I mean, pretty much says it right there. Pretty clear, pretty concise. I'm not talking to anybody. I don't want to talk to anybody. I'm right where I want to be. Pretty cut and dried. Well, not to Tuscaloosa Journal, apparently, because right after posting that statement, Kalen got grilled about it yesterday. You know, quote, "for the sake of clarity."
Yeah, just for clarity's sake, so things aren't left up to interpretation, are you going to be the coach of Alabama next year?
Man, come on, Nick. All right, I put a statement out yesterday because first of all, our guys handle distractions phenomenally. It's been that way all season long. They continue to do that. And so, but I also, knew that yesterday and today was pretty important. I wasn't going to see until today to address it. So that's why I put that out there. A lot of the same things I said before, a couple weeks ago when asked really the same question. Just, feel completely supported. My family loves living here. Just all the things that we continue to build on. Love the progress. Haven't talked with anyone. No plans of talking with anyone. So just I think that's a lot of what I said a couple weeks ago and continues to be the same thing. Feel strong about it. And
this dude's the best. I love that he just said, "I knew I was going to see you all today, which is why I issued the statement yesterday." But they didn't care. For the sake of clarity, they were going to ask again. So, Kalen, my guy, that didn't work. Issuing that statement, which was a pretty strong statement, obviously did not work. They were going to ask you again. So he had to say it all over again. So there you go. Like he said a couple of weeks back, when the Penn State job was open, he has not talked to anybody, does not plan on talking to anybody. He and his family are happy, and none of that has changed. He said it a couple of weeks back, then he said it on Sunday, then he said it again yesterday, right? So we should be good by now. Nope. Still not good. We or they need to hear it one more time for some reason. Probably just for clarity's sake.
Just for clarification and going back to Nick's question, will you be the coach at Alabama next season?
I plan on it. Yes. Nick, yes. Charlie, yes.
Wow. Like he laughed right at Nick and said, Nick, I just said, I issued the statement yesterday. Nick, I talked about this with Penn State when that came up. Nick. And then this guy follows up with, just for clarification about what Nick said. Incredible. I mean, I so badly want to call Kalen right now. Who's the other guy? The second guy, the second reporter. I feel like calling Kalen right now and say, "Hey, Kalen, Jim Rome. Hey, Jim, what's going on? Hey, listen, Kalen. You're on the air right now, by the way. Just for clarity, I just want to clarify what Nick and Charlie asked you. Are you going to be the Alabama head coach?" I love these guys needing clarification on things that he just said that one of their peers just asked.
Nick, yes. Charlie, yes.
They're so badly trying to catch this guy or trip this guy up or catch him in a lie or catch him in another Nick, a Nick Saban. I don't know how many times I'm going to say it. I'm not going to be the Alabama head coach. Somebody tells me that even though
on this, I think I've said this over and over and over again. I'm not going to be the Alabama coach. I'm not going to be the Alabama coach. I'm not going to be the Alabama coach. I'm not going to be the Alabama coach.
I am going to be the Alabama coach. I am going to be the Alabama coach. I am going to be the Alabama coach.
I'm not going to.
Something tells me that no matter how many times Kalen tells Nick and tells Charlie or anybody else who asks him,
Nick, yes. Charlie, yes.
they're not going to buy it. Something tells me people are not going to stop believing that Kalen is going to be the coach at Michigan until somebody else is actually named the coach at Michigan. Now, we might be making some progress because he's no longer the favorite to get that job according to Vegas. And when Moore was fired, he immediately was installed as the favorite. The new favorites are also jungle guys. Jed Fish and Kenny Dillingham. And let me tell you, Michigan man, you could do a hell of a lot worse than getting either one of those guys. Either of those dudes, obviously, is a definite major upgrade over Moore. That's obvious. Biff announced yesterday that they want to get that job filled by the end of the month. Yeah, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do want that job filled by the end of the month. You know, by January 2nd, preferably, when the portal opens up. Otherwise, I think a whole bunch of betrayed Michigan men might be hitting said portal to renounce their Michigan manhood. And one more thing. When you consider all the scandals and scummery, made that word up, scummery surrounding their programs that have been made public. I don't know about you, but given how much we do know, doesn't it make you wonder how much is going on that we don't know about? Again, Michigan, not better than all the rest, but just like all the rest. And in many cases, worse than most of the rest for thinking and telling us you were way better than the rest. I wouldn't be coming this hard if you weren't constantly hitting us all over the head with, we're better, we're better, we're better. Just know we're better, we're better. We're smarter, we're better, we do things the right way, we're class, we are Michigan men. And we haven't done anything wrong. You all just have it in for us because we're Michigan men, because we're better, because you're jealous. There is a target on our program, and we have no idea. We're just here minding our own business, being better than the rest of you. Well, you're not, because that's not just one scandal. That's many scandals.
Come on, Nick.
Scandals that we know about. And now the players feel betrayed. Right. Everybody's been betrayed by the big lie that was Michigan man. 1-800-636-8686. Is it going to get worse before it gets better? Who are they going to get? Who is the next person? Will it be a Michigan man, or will they go outside? I like both those coaches a lot. I'm a big Jed Fish guy, big Jed Fish fan, and I'm a big Kenny Dillingham fan too. They'd be smart to target either one or both of them. They'd be smart to target Kalen, but Kalen's made it pretty clear, I'm not going anywhere. But that's not going to stop Nick or Charlie or anybody else from asking Kalen until somebody else takes that job. And then what happens if for some reason Oklahoma gets Bama again? Yes. Uh-oh. We'll see when that happens. Well, what I mean is we'll see if that happens. If that happens, will that change the conversation?